I joined the company maybe in February. AstriCon comes along in the fall, so I've been with the company for a few months. AstriCon is the event that really allows you to sense the energy in the Asterisk community and get out and talk to a number of the participants, whether they're ecosystem members or developers or people trying to build a business around Asterisk. It's the spot where everyone connects, and it's the opportunity to meet people who are like-minded. It provided a lot of energy for me to actually see the enthusiasm that was around the project that is sponsored by Digium.
Wanted to ask you about your very first AstriCon.
Well, so my first AstriCon was Denver, and that was a very interesting AstriCon because in the middle of what looked to be a very warm conference, we had a freak snowstorm. I think it dumped 12 inches in one night.
I remember there was a whole lot of snow.
Something spectacular. There's a whole lot of snow in one night. And so most of the time when you talk about memories of AstriCon, you might talk about a really interesting technical track that you went to or some of the really great people that you met. But ironically, because we got so much snow in my first AstriCon, my first memory is of the massive amount of snow and these snow angels that people were making outside of the hot tub outside. Particularly at about 1 o'clock in the morning, and it actually kept me up before my talks. So, but it was a great time, and I'd have to say, in addition to the snow angels, probably giving my first talk at AstriCon on the pre-conference day. It was one of the developer conference days, and I think it must have been one of those times where nobody had enough things to go do, because I think 400 people showed up for the developer talk. And so there I was talking about Asterisk source code and how to lock your Asterisk system by inverting channel locking, and everybody's eyes glazed over. So, but it was good. It was a fun time.
I think what I remember most is Mark was frantically trying to get his keynote together. Right. And when I say frantic, I mean like frantic for Mark.
But would you be implying that Mark hadn't fully prepared just ahead of it?
But the keynote is what stands out in my mind. And then I do remember after the long days are over, being able to have a nice dinner with the group. I had only been with Digium for about 3 months. And so that was my first taste of the Asterisk community, And it
wasn't off-putting in any way?
It wasn't, it was great. It's a great community. It was, I just remember everybody kind of felt really connected. They had this common thread between them, and that was Asterisk, and it's still going on today.
It is. It's a great feeling to go to an AstriCon. Tell us about your first AstriCon.
My first AstriCon was in 2007.
That'd make it Carefree, Arizona, wouldn't it?
That's right. Yeah, it was quite hot. I remember walking around downtown. It was a lot of fun. It was my first conference ever, and I was still learning at the time, so I took a lot from that conference.
Right, so yeah, if you joined in 2006, this was 2007, you'd been in Digium a year, and then you come to hang out with all these crazies. What kind of thing went through your mind?
I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but I enjoyed seeing all the new products that came out. I really enjoyed the talks because I was learning at the time, so it was all very new to me. And then all the quirky fun stuff, like the guy controlling a Roomba with his phone. That was
right. A little bit of fun.
Yeah. How did it start? Like, how did it come to us? Do you remember?
Well, I remember that it came to us when Steve Sokol and Ollie Johansson came up with this idea that there should be a conference about Asterisk. And I remember thinking that, we talked to them and we said, of course, we'll support it. We'll come out there. You want to do it in Atlanta? That's really close. We'll be happy to come out there. As soon as they were off the phone, we thought, are they nuts? They really think they're going to get 200 people to come to a conference just about Asterisk?
Yeah.
No way. And then when we showed up, it was just a remarkable experience how many people were there.
We filled the hotel, didn't we?
We did well more than fill the hotel. We easily filled the hotel even before there were people that just kind of walked in the door. Plus you have to remember, we had brought the entire company of Digium except for Tom here.
Yeah.
So Tom Lawson, who's actually still with Digium, was the only person that stayed behind to fill orders, but we moved all of tech support there to demonstrate that we could voice over IP, even as it was in 2004, that we could run the entire company remotely from there.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we did.
It was amazing. I remember answering tech support calls in Atlanta, being surrounded by like random people.
Yes.
Just walking around and like.